Okay, it's on live. So, hello everybody. I've been to the beach. I just woke up though, my eyes are puffy. I might go today. It's sunny again. It was raining, but I like to go every day. My skin is looking, it's tan, obviously, but also I have like little, I'll show you one here. Like, look at that. It used to be a scratch that was kind of an open, scratch. I don't even know how I got that scratch, but I spent a few hours in the seawater and look, it's like, it looks yucky still, but it's like closed up. So I shouldn't be scrambling my face like that. But hello, two people. So that's why I've been going to the beach often. And as a side effect, which is nice, I get a suntan. Although I was actually burned on my back. So then one day I wore a shirt, but I've been going every day because I often get little nicks and cuts and I don't know where they come from. And then I consciously or subconsciously start picking at them. So, but he likes the north. I really miss the warm weather. Up there it's nice in the summertime in Maryland, but it's really hot, even worse sometimes than Miami. And then we'll see. Now, oh, okay. Hi there. Oh, two parents. They have a garage. Rent. I don't pay utility. If you don't have to pay housing, you can live anywhere. So I'm just fortunate. I have parents who what costs most when, but that's the largest chunk of your salary goes to housing. So I don't have that. I could just work a little temp job. Now up there in DC, I had an excellent job. As some of you may recall, I found a job as a legal secretary in a law firm, making more money than I've ever made in my life. If I would have wanted to, if I would not have been living with my boyfriend, who I did pay rent to eventually. At first I didn't. But once I got that job, I did start paying some rent and helping out. Still, it wasn't as much as I would pay rent, on my own. And what happened? Oh, yeah, I quit my job. I quit because I had to stand my ground on, some issues with politics, with the mask mandates, with the vaccine thing, So I said, okay, your company is going to insist. I'm sorry, those of you who don't agree with me, but I said, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with being forced to prove that I have a vaccine, whether I have it or not. I'm not saying the vaccine is bad, but I should not have to prove to anyone that I have the vaccine. If you're afraid, get your vaccine. Oh, anyway, my point is I quit my job because I completely disagreed with that. But that was the straw that broke the camel's back. It was an excellent job as far as work happiness and, environment. I really did like it. But there were things in the policies that I didn't agree with. And I kind of said, okay, but it's a good job. I'll ignore it. But when it finally got to the mask thing, and the vaccine thing mainly, even the mask, I'm like, okay, if they make me wear a mask, I'll do it. It's not an invasive. But they said I had to prove, I had to show this passport thing. I said, no, I'm not doing it. I said, I'm not doing it. Politely, resignation letter, how I, that's that. So I don't have that job anymore. But anyway, I was on top of that. I hope this doesn't cut off. My Wi-Fi's been a little iffy. One viewer. Is that you, Kelsey? It froze. Oh no. Are you there now? I hope so. My Wi-Fi's been acting a little kooky. I hope if you can see me, please type in the chat. Really? Oh, bummer. Okay, I hope it's filming. So that's that. Yeah, I also was tired of the cold weather and my parents are aging, so I thought it might be nice to live close to them. A few other things. But really, the straw that broke the camel's back for me was the vaccine passport. They said, look, they would told me privately, I disagree with it, but, I need my job. So of course I understood. I said, I completely understand, but this is crazy. This is not America anymore. And so, I told them, well, I'm quitting because I can. Yeah, I knew I'd be living in my parents' garage. It's not like I just quit off the cuff. I did think, what do I do if I quit? I even could have kept living with my boyfriend. But, I had other reasons why I wanted to come down here. So I hope he comes down here, goes to college, but it may be that you get used to being someone, waking up and chit-chatting. But, that's what friends do. You could live with a roommate or whatever. I mean, it's not the same, but anyway, we'll see. We'll see. But I'll be fine. I mean, I've been hurt so badly by other men. This is nothing for me. I mean, an amicable breakup is not that painful for me. Now, I wonder, because, amicable, blah, 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 I talk a lot, but if eventually he finds someone special and falls in love, I got to prepare myself, because it's happened to me in the past where, amicable breakup, okay, we're still friends, everything was fine, it was a mutual thing, and I was good and stayed, friendly with the person, maybe get invited to a party once in a while, just friends. And it was all good for a couple of years. And then my ex found someone else and fell in love, and I went berserk. And I started calling him, but this and that. And I'm like, I even told myself, what are you doing? I wanted to break up just as much as he did. And so I don't know. So that's the only thing I have to prepare myself for. The breakup, probably won't hurt me if it happens, but I've got to prepare myself that, like normal, he'll be out there looking for someone else. And the reason it bothers me, because I know that I won't find someone anymore. I mean, realistically, I'll probably have some casual, men my age don't mind casual dating. But men my age, unless she's 30 years younger, gorgeous, men my age really don't want to get into relationships. They've already had their kids. They're already divorced. They've already maybe even twice, they're kind of like, look, I'm whatever age, 50s, 60s. I've only got a couple, 20 years left sometimes, and they just, 20 years sounds like a long time, but as you get older, you realize, holy crap, that's not much time at all. Like if I'm 55, 65, 70, I could be dead in 20 years. I mean, I'm not trying to be morbid, but I'll be 75. Probably I'll live longer, realistically, because my family on both sides, and who knows, I've had some of them die very young too, but we've had several family members on both sides of my family almost 100 years old. So maybe around another 40 years. That's a little bit less. But, a lot of people die in their mid to late 70s. That's kind of a large chunk of people die. Get the little diseases and stuff. So we'll see. My parents are both in their late 80s. So that's good. Like I said, the genetics, but still that's not much past 75. What was my point? As usual, I'm rambling. I forget my point. One viewer, that's fine. If there's one viewer, I'll keep blabbing. But I think I've been boring people. On Twitch, I don't get many viewers. I'll see if it's at you, because if that's you still, if you follow me on Twitch, because lately I've just been putting on the trials. I just, like at first I did it for a little educational. I was trying to teach people how to become a legal secretary, like I have on my other channel, Ashley Felicia, if you're interested. So I said, okay, learn a little about legal things. And I said, okay, let's watch a couple of trials, like one or two, I was thinking at first, just to get the idea of how the works and the steps and everything. And then I started getting up, this is cool. And then I started watching trial after trial. And then I was like, I'd have 3 tabs open and I'd be flipping between the trials. I just kind of got a little obsessed. And now I think, hopefully, that obsession, I'm in OCD. I do have some issues. I'm going to try to speak calmly. First, let me put on the fan because I'm very hot. It's sunny. I may go to the beach today. I was going to not go because it was raining, but I might go later. Look how tan I am. I'm so cool. I'm just bragging about how tan I am. I'm sorry. I'm never tan. Even when I lived in Miami, I never went to the beach. But there we go. I'm going to turn that on. Oh, I hope it's not too noisy. I got to plug it in somewhere else. I got to find another plug so that it's blowing right on me. Is that one? Oh, here's one. Oh, I'm right here. I'm not ignoring you. I hope you can hear me. Is it frozen? Let me know. Or if it's not frozen, let me know. If it's frozen, I guess you can't. Oh, all right, there we go. And if it's too noisy, let me know. Oh my goodness, oh, I hurt my back. I have so many things to get off my chest. All right, is that too noisy? All right. Hi, Josh Sings. Hello. Oh, Josh Sings, you follow me on Twitch too. I'm trying to, because now that I've been on Twitch so much, first of all, I got unfriended by people who had been following me for years because I spoke too much about politics on YouTube. I had always told myself, whatever I do everywhere else, on YouTube, I'm not going to bring politics in. And it took me over and I brought it into YouTube. So, unfortunately, since I'm a conservative and I'm and people judge you for being conservative. I'm not all those horrible. You say you're conservative, not necessarily Republican, although, yeah, when push comes to shove, you only have two choices. Yeah, I vote Republican. Unless you have, like Obama, I voted for Obama. But, unless you have like an excellent candidate on the left, I'll usually vote Republican lately. When I was younger, anyway, point is, you say you're Republican or that you voted Republican, and suddenly you're all these horrible things that they claim you are. And, they don't know you. They don't know you at all. They don't know what volunteer work you do. They don't know, they don't know how you believe on every issue. I may be conservative, but I do believe some issues that are from the left. And that's why you have, state politicians and, you know, the president, and you have different, so you just vote how you feel in each election. Like I might vote Democrat in my state or in my city, but vote Republican for the president, or vice versa. It's not cut and dry like the Democrats have been accusing me of. Us, yeah, because you see, you get accused, you're whatever. I'm just like, okay, well, now I'm even more to the right because you guys are being mean to me. So uh, anyway, unfortunately, I guess some of my followers heard that I voted conservative and unfriended me, or stopped following me. But there were people that followed me for years. That's what hurt. They know me, or at least I feel that they kind of know me on the channel, and they could understand. We've been through a very bad couple of years, or two, three, going on three now with this. Anyway. Uh, But what I was going to try to do is still figure out how to do this screen. Don't sweat it, better they're gone anyway. Poet. Oh, hello there. Hello there. Poetic, Poetic YY. I know who you are, but I never understood your screen name. Poeticy, Poeticy. You all know each other. Yeah. So, two viewers. That's good. No, fine. One viewer is all I need to just blab. If it's zero, I'm just like, this is embarrassing. I'm talking to myself. I may as well do that off camera. Although people do view the recording afterwards. What was I talking about? I'll turn the fan down a minute because I'm sure it's too noisy. Let me get closer. So look how tan. And I got the highlights. Oh, it was on Twitch that I was talking about the highlights. Yeah, on streaks. Make it look a little more dimensional. Because I noticed, especially on camera, when my real hair color is very dark. It's dark brown or almost black, if you could see, with some gray in it now. But I noticed on camera that it looked like I was wearing a black helmet because you didn't see any dimensions. So I said I really need to redo the highlights. Like the back, I had them; it was growing out. So I said, "Jeepers!" Like when I would rewatch, I said, "It looks like I'm wearing a brown or black helmet." So, do you know Josh? I know Josh Sings from. I recognized him, the name from Twitch. I don't think I ever. Unfortunately, I don't remember screen names. I don't remember names very well in general. But yeah, the ones I've seen many times, of course, I remember more. But for some reason, I hadn't remembered seeing Josh Sings on YouTube. But over on Twitch, I have seen that name. So I assume it's the same person. Then I stopped being. I used to be a Taoist poet. Then I stopped being a depressed teen. Yeah, I tried the Tao for a while. Yeah, I guess I've got some clinical something. I mean, it's probably a mild case as far as clinical whatevers go, but depression, OCD, you know, kind of, maybe the OCD causes the depression. Maybe it's not depression, but when you're OCD, people don't really understand you all the time. By this age, I know myself. Recently, I'm just overcoming